How do I even describe this? What do you mean? What happened,
Yeah, I didn't watch the match. I was in class. I got out, and then it was 1-1.
bro? I think I really can't tell you like definitively that it's this person's fault or is this is what happened. The what actually what happened was what had happened was
So it's like so.
so what had happened was we just couldn't close the game off.
Damn.
We were 1-0 up and we are at home versus FC Twente.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be instilling fear on them.
Yeah, man.
I know where team was still in a rebuild. I know we're still sort of, we got new players, things are still gelling, things are still sort of like coming into settling down settings. But like, bro, like that was frustrating. That
It
was
was supposed to be better than this.
Yeah, man, it was frustrating from both ends because, like, here's the thing: when you're playing a game and your game plan is not working, if you're on the pitch, sometimes it's difficult to see what's not working. But
Was not working right.
if somebody's on the dugout, they should be able to tell you,
That's
like,
where the coach comes in.
the coach supposed to point and say, "Look, actually, their left back keeps on like being out of position. Bait them this way, so that you can put the ball in and get, you exploit, you analyze an opposition's weaknesses.
Yeah.
That's the job of a coach. And if you can't do that successfully and actually tell the players where the faults are, there's something weird going on, you know
Yeah.
and even the goal we scored, I tell you right now that it was 1-1. Even the goal we scored, I can't tell you that it was a planned goal because the it
Mm,
it fell for Eriksen. You know,
it
it's
just kind of, but
it,
like you also don't feel like you create because it's a different thing if you're creating chances and you're missing because then you just
then
know you're having a bad day.
exactly, it's players lacking being clinical. It's players lacking like just that finishing, like,
Yeah, they're just not being sharp.
yeah. This one you can't say that because even the chances we made, they were not like, like
Yeah.
yeah, qualitatively comparing the chances that we had, say, like to the chances that, like, the last game, Crystal Palace, the chances that they made, like those two as chances, those chances were more dangerous. The chances we made were not a lot, and they were not dangerous.
Mm,
And that's the part for me that's like, I just, and now it's like the players are taking turns to make mistakes. Today, bro, it was Onana and Eriksen. Or like, Eriksen loses the ball, and then from there, like, there's an opportunity for, like, say, Martinez, who's on a yellow, to make like redeem the situation. There's an opportunity for like about four Man United players before it even gets to Onana, and it was one of those things where it's like nobody was willing to really take the risk and make the tactical foul, you know?
they just all watched it.
Yeah, for me, it's like this. If you ask a team, oh, you we're going to take risks, and these are the areas that we're going to take risks, you have to analyze what happens if that risk fails. You have to,
Right.
like, you have to have a contingency plan of, like, lose the ball here. This is how you fix it.
Make a foul.
Make a
Bro,
foul.
City do that all the time, bro.
100%. Somebody earlier on in the watch along, I think it was Kenny, he was like, he said, remember before KDB got subbed off versus Arsenal, he lost the ball in a dangerous area, but there was
Wow.
something just like defensively, they were able to just cover up each other's mistakes.
Because, bro, like if you're playing possession football,
Yeah.
you're always going to lose the ball.
Yeah.
Like that's a given. You always like you can't be 100% perfect with keeping the ball. You're gonna give it up at some point. You just have to have a plan
Of
If you
what do
can't
you do?
retrieve it cleanly, then what do you do?
How do you clean up? And
Yeah.
we just didn't know how to clean up our mistakes. And that, maybe, I don't know, you can attribute it to maybe the if the coach had told them this is what you have to do and then they didn't do it, then it's the player's fault. But
But it doesn't seem like the coach told them.
it doesn't seem. That mistake aside, fine, okay, you can excuse it and say, okay, maybe it's one moment, and what's crazy is like Christian Eriksen was actually having a decent game, and he just has that moment where he f's up with the possession, and then it's like we get punished for that. But on the manager's side, he makes subs. He brings in like Mount, he brings in Hoyland, he brings in Maino. But guess how many minutes left? Exactly. 10 minutes for Ten Hag. He did it on the 79th minute. How do you. Yeah. That's the part for me that was also frustrating. It's like these subs could have an impact, but you're bringing them on too late. You know? And yeah, man. I guess the only silver lining is that he showed today that he can sub Marcus Rashford off. you know, and and it's he took Rashford off just like he did in the last game, and it's like becoming a constant theme this season that, like, Marcus Rashford is subbable. So at least that's one of the silver linings. So it's not all.
But is Bruno subbable?
That's you see, Bruno was never subbed. Bruno is not subbable. That's the problem now. Even when you're somebody that wants the manager to do well, like, how can you have somebody make these mistakes and not allow you to defend him? He's literally not allowing us to defend him. Even if you want him to succeed, bro, then that's the worst part, defending somebody that doesn't want to be defended. Anyway, that's the thing. It's funny you called me and I hit go live, and then you called me, so we're actually live on the show right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was gonna save the therapy session for tomorrow, but I was like, nah.
This is the time. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So if you're around, pull up. But like,
come on and ask Ronald. That's like, Ronald, you remember when I told you? Don't let the Barnsley results fool you.
Don't let Barnsley fool you. Yeah, no, Ronald deserves to apologize to you for. But yeah, all right. Oh, life of a Manchester United fan. You see, like, the ops call you after your team, like, doesn't do this job. And then, sometimes you go live and then he doesn't, like, I had to just, like, I couldn't, like, say end stream and then start the stream. But anyway, guys, this is the post-match therapy. I know it's very late in the night, but I thought we might as well have the conversation. I hope you can hit the like button. I'm not expecting a lot of people to be in the chat or anything like that, but let's talk. Whoever is here, we need to talk. In the words of KG,
we're desperate for dialogue.
Football Power Hour. Winning it again for Manchester United. Hello, Doctor.
Hi, sorry. How are you?
Don't be sorry. I am fuming. I don't even know what the word is. Like, actually. Can you summarize the performance in one word? If somebody, like, you heard somebody called me, he called me Poch FC Chelsea fan, and he said,
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
How do you summarize it?
One word. Fumbled. Fumble.
Oh my God!
There was like,
Yeah.
we should have been what, 3-0. I feel like we keep on repeating ourselves after every game. Because after the Crystal Palace game, we said at halftime we should be in 3-0 up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
After this game, at halftime we should be in 3-0 up at least.
Mm-hmm.
But the I'm not. I don't want to hound on the negative. There was negatives because
Okay.
we were not. But I'm 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 s- I'm the kind of person I'm always taking the seeing the positives in a situation.
Please start break down the positives because I'm looking for some and I need some because I am fuming. I'm fuming,
I'm
doctor. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah. I no,
ah,
we fumbled like Eriksen. Oh my god, Eriksen. Like he after that Barnsley game, we're all giving him all the hype.
yeah.
Crystal Palace, like uh, I and I feel like he should be the first person because when we hit like the 60th minute, I thought Ten Hag would take him off.
Mm,
You know,
mm-hmm.
I actually thought he would because in my head I was like, okay, after halftime, give him another 10-15 minutes to take him off because I I don't know. I felt in my soul that something was gonna happen. That's number okay. I'm gonna start with the negatives because I feel like that's in my head right now.
Yes.
Number two, immediately when the squad list came out and I saw Maguire in my head, I was like, this. I don't know what it is with Maguire and Europa League, right?
Mm.
You remember our game against Sevilla,
Oh
the two
no!
goals that went in.
Oh no!
I was like, Ten Hag shouldn't even ever put him on the field for a Europa League game again.
Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't. He shouldn't even play. And I love him. I was watching. I had the game on, and I had United view on too. And
Mm-hmm.
KG said something which is so funny.
What was
He's,
it?
I can't believe I'm repeating this. He's like, yeah, Maguire's head is massive. You just see his head, and that's it.
Say that again one more time. You said what?
Mag- Maguire's head is just massive for no reason. Something like that. Funny as hell.
Yeah.
And it's ironic, yeah. The United chant about Harry Maguire is about the fact that his head is massive.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but I've never laughed in my life like that before. Hilarious. But
Like we shouldn't be laughing at that, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's wrong. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But like seriously, that's number three. My God, like we should have been at least 3 goals up by halftime. And it's so funny.
Mm.
When we scored that first goal, it was just like a luck thing. These guys were just taking shots after shots after shots and hoping something would go in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You,
When,
you,
when you
you
say we should have been 3 goals up, like which help me remember which
okay?
ones,
I
which
have
moment,
this.
at least one or two moments mentioned like
Yeah,
because yeah.
I have it written down because I know. Um, Wait, give me a minute because I have it written now because I know I will
Okay,
forget and it's after midnight.
okay. I'll let me give you a minute and like talk to Ronald real quick because fortunately Ronald is here
Did
and
you
he
say
was
unfortunately?
no, I said fortunately.
Okay, 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 okay. Cool. Big
No,
up to
no,
you. Big
and
up to the doctor.
before you speak, Ronald, like I want to say big up to Lucky. Thank you for being here. Big up to Nick. Thank you for anybody, and big up to Riley Taylor as well in the chat. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And let your opinion be heard. The link is in the chat. I'm gonna post it again if anybody wants to call in. And let's just talk about what we saw. And Ronald,
Yes.
please help me see some positives, brother.
Oh, the positive is United fan base is very much together to save God's favorite child, Eriksen. So I like the unity they're all showing right now.
Okay.
Uh, They are seeing problems with Bruno, they're seeing problems with the manager, problems with global warming. But Eriksen did nothing wrong. In the game, Eriksen had no fault. I've even heard a man tell me the ball that Eriksen gave away is Maguire's fault. Make it make sense.
Wait, what?
He said if Maguire hadn't actually gone in with that two-footed tackle where he got nutmegged and stayed in his position, Eriksen wouldn't have been beaten like that. And I'm like, so and that's the same guy. If this was Bruno losing the ball, he would have crucified him like Jesus Christ, without a shadow of a doubt, and would have
Mm,
spoken about this for 3 weeks, bare minimum, 8 hour spaces. I can't lie. Okay, so
yeah.
I'm liking this. This game brought the United fans together. They're saying that Eriksen was not wrong. Eriksen did what he did best. He has composure. Brother, that was the only place I did not need composure tonight. I needed you to either boot the ball out or pass it to Delo or pass it to back to Onana. No composure. Don't show me composure. I don't want you to be Sergio Busquets because my babe, you can't move like Shakira. You move like Donald Trump. Slow.
Oh my God!
It's funny you say that because for me, our front line was like uh uh a white man on a dance floor. Pardon all the white people that are part of this community. Like I mean that in the
You
nicest
can
way
just say a
possible.
man with no rhythm.
No,
They
no, no, no. We
understand.
were doing the robot fam. We were doing the like and the robot can be fire. I'm not saying it's not fire, but bro, we just didn't have rhythm
See,
and
the thing
and,
is,
and
bots,
cohesion. Yeah.
the thing is that today it comes down to players because every after every game we say the manager made this wrong, the manager did that wrong. During the stream, what I was doing was experimenting with your brain and everyone else's brain because I had people at that time. If you can bring Doctor right now, that would be great because it's just a conversation. I don't know if anyone else is there in the background. I just know Doctor might be
Yeah,
there, right?
Doctor is here.
But
I'm here.
perfect. Here's the thing, bots, that after every game, it's this person's fault, that person's fault, eriktenhag this, global warming this, Jesus Christ because of, Shaw is going to come back with the second coming of Jesus, this, that, and the other, whatever, right? The thing is that today, we have creativity? Yes. Because we did provide Xerxes with few chances. We did provide Bruno with few chances. Eriksen bagged a chance that was not even a chance. He made a chance out of nothing. It was a dead ball in the
Yeah,
middle, and he scored a banger of a goal, right?
yeah,
But we are not we okay we are not rich right now that we can leave those chances on the table and be like, yeah, I don't want to score this tap in. Brother, score
mm,
that tap in. Do everything in your capacity
exactly.
to score that, because you in our team will barely get chances.
Mm.
Rashford pass to you, he's not going to give you a pass for the next 10 games, mind you. He's not going to even look at you because you missed his pass. A pass that he actually gave you correct pass for the first time. Forget Bruno. Bro, Rashford gave you a pass. Rashford did a cut back. You see the improvement. You were talking about improvements that you can't see. Those are the kind of improvements you see in game decision making by players who you do not expect. The same way I do not expect Eriksen to lose the ball like that. But I know one thing
So
for sure, if Bruno was there, he would have booted the ball somewhere.
yeah. I I wanna like ask about like what like he's saying is like Bruno Fernandez should have never played today.
I said
On
that too.
Doctor, what do you say? What do you say to that?
and I see where you guys are coming from because, and I'm going to repeat what I've always been saying that Bruno. Well, what I can say is until they figure out where exactly they can put Bruno, where he can effectively like do his job. Maybe you guys are right. They take him off, but then again, he's the captain, and um, would you if they take him off? Then that means what's his name? Casemiro is going to
Casemiro.
play, have to play. And already at the beginning of the season, like he's not the most reliable either.
But
You know
but
what I
but
mean?
but doctor, you can make like an acting, like an acting captain, like
What,
Delete,
Onana?
Martinez. No,
Onana?
Delete and
I feel
Martinez.
like Onana. No, 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 no,
Delete
no.
and
Let's be
Martinez. Onana cannot be
Onana
a captain because
in
Onana
my
got asked.
no.
No, Onana was asked to sit down by Maguire. First game, first season, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If someone told Onana, sit down, nah, please allow me, fam. No, I can still
Wait,
hear the
isn't it the
conversation.
other way
No.
around? I thought Onana is the one who was shouting at
Yeah, but
Maguire.
yes, after that it turned around because
Oh,
after that he made the mistake when the
ah,
ball went inside the
Yeah.
goal and he was sitting inside the goal looking at the
Oh,
player.
okay, yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that means Rashford is the captain, or
No, why?
Tom He. No, no,
Why
no,
are you
no,
ignoring Delete and Martinez?
no. Let's
Like
be
that's what
honest.
he was there.
We all know the hierarchy when it comes to captaincy, right? I feel like we all know it. Or is it
Walker,
just
Yeah,
me?
but Rashford doesn't
who's
want
your
the
vice
pressure.
captain? I don't know. I don't know who's the
Because
vice.
to me, the vice captain is Casemiro. Or am
True.
I
No,
getting it
it's
wrong?
not to
He's
me.
won it.
It is Casemiro. The vice captain is
And then
Casemiro.
it goes to either Maguire or Onana. I
Hey,
don't know. In my head, that's what I understood. It's either that or they bring Tom Heaton in goal. Do we all want that?
No, but that's where you're
Exactly.
wrong. But that's where you're wrong. It's not supposed to be like that. If you're
Right. Then
talking
does
about
anyone want
hierarchy,
Rashford? Does
so if
anyone want Rashford
okay,
as captain then?
but
no,
that's
please.
doctor. That's the thing. Even Rashford doesn't want that. So a person can deny captaincy. He can say no, I don't want that pressure. You can rightfully make Delo a captain. He has
Oh,
been there for time, right?
but he
Martinez can be a captain, ex-captain. Ex-captain under Ten Hag is Delete, but I understand he's too new to be a captain right now.
yeah.
Right? I
And
hear you.
also
So Eriksen can be a captain as well.
after the now we are
Hey,
we
doctor, you and I, we
no
cannot sin. No, 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 doctor, you
no
and I, we cannot sin. It's the God's
yeah.
child. Eriksen is a God's child. This fan base is united that Eriksen is a prophet who can do no wrong. So you and
Wow.
we cannot complain about or criticize Eriksen.
Who said I can't? I feel like you're being sarcastic, and I'm
Oh,
not catching it.
wow.
No,
You are
no
catching it
to be.
absolutely fine. I am being
It's very hard for me to catch somebody's sarcasm. I've
no,
tried sarcasm, like, so I had to ask.
but doctor, I'll be honest. So I have been in like
I never
five
catch
different
it though.
spaces. I have been five
Yeah,
different spaces right now on Twitter, and I've heard people. I've asked people, whose fault was it today?
Hmm.
I'm
it was
getting
a
answers like Bruno,
yeah,
Eriktenhag. I'm just giving you like answers that I'm getting. So
yeah,
first answer was Bruno, second
yeah,
answer was Eriktenhag, and these are the most
yeah.
common denominator, right?
No,
Third answer was a combination of players and manager, which I agree
yeah,
to personally.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fourth answer was it was the mistake of Onana. That's the fourth answer.
Uh, it
And the
was a
fifth
combination.
answer, and the
Is Ericsson.
fifth answer was Harry Maguire.
It,
Ericsson was
Oh,
not even
oh,
anyone's answer, doctor.
really?
yeah,
Except Lucky.
Not
Lucky just said Ericsson.
not a lot of people were saying Eric. If I say Ericsson's mistake, their rebuttal to me was Bruno makes more mistakes. So what is your point? My point was Bruno doesn't make the mistake that leads to a goal because he makes a mistake in the final third of the
yeah, yeah,
opponent, not our final third.
yeah. I agree. Was it? I think for me, I feel like yeah, they have to know that they tend to capitulate in the last 5 minutes, and they have to, like, I don't know, come somehow manage to, like, hold it together. And I have the goals thing. Well, I was saying
Okay,
that we're supposed to be three. At
let's
10
get it.
minutes, Rashford missed an attempt. I think it hit the ball or something. I just wrote the time and the person
Yeah,
who missed it. Yeah. So
yeah.
10 minutes was Rashford. 19 minutes, there was Bruno attempt. 26 minutes, there was an Ahmad attempt. 33rd
Mm,
minute, Xerxes. Right after that, there was a Diogo attempt. Right after that, there was a Lisandro Martinez attempt, and right after that, there was the Eriksen goal. So
Hmm.
in the space of like 2 3 minutes, Xerxes, Diogo, and Martinez all tried, and then somehow in the craziness got to Eriksen and he scored. So that's one, two, three, four, five, 6 goals by halftime. And
But
if you
mhm.
had added Eriksen's one, it would have been 7
Yeah, yeah, doctor,
by
yeah.
halftime.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the shots. Yeah, you're pretty much the timestamps that you're mentioning are the ones. There's Ericsson, there's
See,
Ahmad, and then there's
I was even a minute late because I think as when I wrote the person's name down, looked up.
Sexy. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
the
So
one you just
Xerxes,
mentioned.
doctor,
Delo,
doctor,
and then right after that, Martinez, Ericsson scores.
but bots and doctor, even after all these things, the most uh, dangerous person to the team that we just played, FC Twente, was
Yeah.
actually Harry Maguire because he had more attempts of being dangerous from the like corner kicks. That's another, by the way, bots. That's
Oh yeah.
another positive from today and from the past few games that we
Ah,
have been better on these thingy like corners,
corners.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
not
though the
taking them,
delivery of set pieces was not
not
elite
yeah,
today.
not taking them.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
not taking them, but ending them.
Yeah.
And it was very selfish of Bruno in the last dying minute to go for the goal. You should
Yeah.
have actually dropped the ball in, maybe have a team member, someone make do something, could have actually won a penalty. We don't know. But he took the straight shot at the goal and the goalkeeper easily caught it. So
Hmm.
that again, I am not privy to not criticizing Bruno. I would criticize Bruno when I don't see the effort because last season or till now it was like I only see Bruno putting in effort. Now I see Ugarte putting in effort. I see Eriksen putting in the effort. I see Rashford tracking back. I see Ahmad Diallo putting in the effort. I'm seeing Xerxes, coming down and catching balls and doing all sorts. So I cannot say that Bruno you're putting in effort. You are putting in more effort that you're not required to. My brother, save your energy. Other people can do their job now.
Yeah.
Trust those man them with you.
Yeah. But do you know what?
What?
I Even though I'm sad, and I'm very very sad, um, that we fumbled this thing, but I did say I was given 10 games, and
So you
I don't know
changing?
how. No, I'm not changing. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without seeming like
Flip flopper or what?
no. Seeming like I'm just letting this go. The person like I'm more at ease at the beginning of this season than I was at the beginning of last season. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hmm.
Yeah, because this
If you
season
see what I
has not
mean.
been horrendous like last season.
Oh,
Hmm.
Till
last season was
last
bad.
season, by this time, we had Kobe Minu injured, Mount injured, Hoyle nowhere to be found. At the same time, we had Martinez injured as well. By this game,
Yeah. And had we played Champions League yet?
yes, I think we
Hmm.
did.
And we were horrendous. Ah, yeah. And that was like one of Onana's first games when we were horrendous
Yeah,
against Bayern, right? Or
my
something like
brother
that.
Aquaman did his thing.
Oh, my God. Last season I was just
You know when he's diving, he's always diving in slow motion like Aquaman.
No,
Like
can
he
we
has
just
some
talk
kind of
about the
power.
dive? Like, what is he doing like he's? I thought he's moving to the right, and he just has a near post glitch. Like Onana has this ability to like not save a ball when he's supposed to save a ball.
Well,
I don't
today
even know.
the
I
thing
don't.
is today, bots, if you realize, like today, Mazarawi is coming in from that side, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's coming in on his left. He's going towards his left
yeah,
on the ground. So on the ground, the shot is not going anywhere because it's going to touch Mazarawi's body and be
yeah.
saved. So you just had to actually go towards the left, or just keep your hand extended towards the left and go right. My brother went right, and the left hand looks like a bye, like he's saying bye to someone. It's not even open entirely.
Yeah.
Just say
No.
bye. Just say bye right now, bots. Just say bye to me. See, this is the amount of hand he had open. It was
We're in
just to his
trouble,
body,
bro.
and that's your bread and butter. David De Gea started
Like,
struggling with that in the
are we
last
gonna have a
year.
compilation of Onana saves at all? Like, other than the double save he did last game?
But
Yes.
apparently ESPN is bigging him up, saying that
Yeah,
he has the most clean sheets this season, with David Rea and Allison.
yeah,
He's joined with
yeah,
them
Because of
three.
three clean sheets.
And I am like, the
yeah.
disrespect you have, because you did not add context. Those man them won those 3 games. We drew those 3 games. We did not win those 3 games, apart from the Southampton one.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
but do you know what? Let's at least put some respect on his name. I mean, I feel like everybody just wants to like shit on his name. It's after 9, right? Yeah, so I can
Yeah,
swear.
it's
Sorry.
fine.
The
How
kids
I
are
mean,
sleeping now. It's okay. It's a free flow now. And doctor, everything is allowed
yes.
to you. It's You
yeah.
guys are holding it down, so it's everything's allowed. No worries.
Wow. Okay.
Uh, I said bullshit yesterday. I got sent bin. I'm just saying.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I want us to like express ourselves because this is a post therapy session. Guys, the link is in the chat for anybody. It's pinned in the chat for anybody that wants to join
Is
in
there anyone in the background?
to hit the like button. Say what?
Is there anyone in the background?
There is Joe, but Joe, I think he's there. He's just trying to like cause trouble. But like, let's leave Joe. I won't even bring
Bring
him in.
Joe in.
Nah, he's got the keys. He can bring him inside. He's waiting for a good moment, I think. But
Yeah, fairs, fairs, fairs.
Definitely. I know Joe is waiting to just say something.
yeah, yeah. Sec this manager fraud. This fraud manager ASAP says Noah. We deserve better, says Ten
Sacking the
Hag.
manager wouldn't do anything, though. That's the whole point. Sacking the manager would not do anything. The same way
Exactly.
people were saying last season, Coventry and Newport, you don't need a manager to even go ahead and beat these teams. The same way today, you did not need a manager to beat these teams. Like, your players should be competent enough, their decision making should be good enough.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
But
he,
do you know
he
what?
go
Ten
ahead.
Hag, somebody said in
Go ahead.
the yeah, Nick Foley said Ten Hag is the
Mm.
luckiest manager ever to manage United, and I agree, because somehow luck made him carried him through to the FA Cup final, and we won that. You know, we were 2 seconds away from winning the Community Shield. You know,
See,
we
that's the narrative I
somehow
don't like. That's the narrative I
yeah,
don't like, Doctor, because we say it's luck for Ten Hag, but we say it's masterclass for Pep Guardiola or
Pep.
Arteta. You see my
True,
point?
true. That's true.
So,
And
so like sin bin says Joe. So here's the thing. Like, I don't know if you guys listened to the press conference. There's something that actually that stuck out to me that like was different
Oh,
about Ten.
him taking accountability.
Yeah, him taking accountability and saying the players need to look in the mirror, and he included himself too. And I
Yeah,
was
because the
like,
point that
oh,
you said, he was talking madness before the game. I think
yeah,
that's what he's reflecting upon. That,
yeah.
yeah, I did say something stupid before the game, and look at me now.
and
It's a draw.
and now how do you look, right? He says, that was really really like uncalled for him to have that sort of like arrogance, just saying, oh, I hate to hurt something that I love. Bro,
oh
whoever
no,
off.
But no, do you know what? I kind of, even though yeah, it was kind of something stupid, right? But I
Yeah.
still kind of like if Pep had said the difference between Ten Hag and Pep is Pep would the team would have backed Pep's justification for saying that, you know. So if we had won this game, nobody would have said anything.
No, yeah,
Everybody would,
but
you
now,
know,
but now he set
now that
himself
he's
up, doctor. He says, "I don't want
yes,
to hurt the club he loved," and he's giving us the pain. The Man United fans were in pain and tears, feeling like a draw, a game that we should have won is is a draw, and that draw now feels like a loss. You know.
Yeah. So the thing is, if he's going to, he has to also be aware that if he's going to say some stuff, he has to make sure that the team back it up on the field. So he has to make sure they win everything, take their chances. I read you out 7 different chances that we missed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's 7 goals. And I fully expect after this draw on Saturday, we have to beat Tottenham. It's not a draw or anything like that. I'm not accepting a draw.
There's
We
nowhere
have
to
to
hide,
beat them.
Doctor. It's
We have
Spurs
to beat
or
them.
Villa. There's no
We
there's
have to
nowhere
beat
to
them.
hide now.
Then we have to go to Villa. Are we the Villa game? Is it away?
I think so. I think it's
We
a
have
The first game
when
we
we
need
go
to
to
worry about is Tottenham. Forget
you
Villa.
know. But what I'm trying to say is we don't have Scott McTominay to save us at
We
that
don't need
Villa
Scott
game.
McTominay. We'll make a new
Wow.
Scott McTominay.
We were losing last season both times, and we just
We'll make
as
a
I
new
said,
Scott McTominay. Don't
Who's
worry,
gonna be
doctor.
our new Scott McTominay now?
that's the
You'll
question.
see.
Who?
You will see.
No, fam. Tell me.
Who?
Bro, how can I tell you when even the manager is trying to figure that out?
You know what? I've been looking. I've been. Has anybody been watching like the under the under 18s?
Wait, doctor, 1 second. I apologize. Did Poch FC just join in? Is this Poch
Yeah.
FC?
You know we're here. You know we're here.
Boys to Men FC.
Boys to Men FC.
Why are
Wow.
you here?
And you
Conference League
you
is on
decided
Thursday.
you decided to use the name of a group that I actually love. They were my first concert ever. FYI.
Are we doing a
Doctor, I think you
preview?
are
Are we
supporting
doing
the wrong
bots?
team.
Are we doing the therapy session and a preview for Conference League on Thursday?
Doc, I think you're supporting the wrong team, you know.
Why?
Boys to men. They're right now in this league. There's only one group of boys who are growing into men.
Yeah, Chelsea.
And who's that? Chelsea.
Come
Please.
come to the blue
No.
side. Come to the blue
No.
side.
Never.
We're accepting
No.
applications.
No. No, I would never.
Yeah, he has
Trust
been
me.
accepting applications for time.
No,
All the
trust me.
applications from the new managers as well. All the managers he's sacked. Poch. Should I go for the whole list? All the new managers he's sacked.
Too long.
He's still paying money to get them off the bills. They're still not off the bills. They're still on the bills.
Yeah.
When they're looking at the balance sheet, they're seeing the names of those managers. They're still there.
Yeah.
Poch is going to collect money for the next 4 years.
No, don't even worry. You should buy us another ledger. We'll keep adding more names to the list.
No, we're not going to get more ledger.
There are more players. There are more players coming next season. You wait. We might hire another set of coaches just to coach.
You guys have to
Why don't you guys open a call center at this point? Put every man on taking calls.
That's
Support a club.
Have you seen our business ventures? We are selling hotels and stuff. You know.
Yeah, I feel
To
sad
save
for the owners,
yourselves.
bro, because it's their hotels.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. So what happened today?
Anyways,
Ronald, that's what
let's get back to the
Wait,
game.
you did not watch the game.
No, he did not watch the game. I was explaining to him at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you caught this, Ronald. He was
No, I
actually
did not.
calling for you. Oh, good. I'm glad you showed up right, spontaneously, because he was calling for you and saying, where's Ronald now? I told him about Burnley. I told him don't get too euphoric, and here he is. Ronald is here, and yeah.
See, the 7-0.
When you lost to Servette, did you humble yourself? No.
Exactly. You should have known.
You did not humble yourself. So why should I even take your advice?
If we lost to Servette, you should have known that you could lose to FC 21.
You lost to Servette, not us. And we did not even lose to them. We drew with them. There's a difference, my brother.
Yeah, at home. We at home, we beat Servette. You are at home, you drew.
You don't know that. It's not happened yet.
Huh?
We
beat Servette at home.
There are many clubs without
right
a
now.
badge in Conference League that will come there and touch Chelsea. Pause.
Who?
Ooh.
Many clubs who have no badge, who don't even have a badge, no representation.
Yeah.
and they will come and beat you up. Don't worry, your time will come. Hold
that's
on.
not a problem. Right
And we
now
did
we are
not
talking.
lose. We just drew. So I'm not gonna talk and take
We don't we
things
don't
from
have
a loser.
we
You
don't we don't
lost.
we don't have
Please
a
hold the
crystal
mute.
ball to
Take a
give
Okay,
you
touch.
the
okay, calma, guys.
Take a touch.
Calma.
we
Take
don't
a
have a
touch.
crystal ball for the future. Me, I want to ask about the present.
The
Ronald,
present is looking bad.
Ronald, this question is for you specifically. You beat
Okay.
Barnsley, and
Yeah.
I remember people coming on the stream.
So why talking about people? Talk about me.
Hold on. I remember
Uh-huh.
people were very excited.
Uh-huh.
Eh?
Uh-huh.
People were very excited, predicting 5-0 wins against Crystal Palace and 6-0 wins and 4-0 wins. And I came on just to give you a dose of reality. And you said I shouldn't speak.
Yeah, I said that. I said you're in conference league. You should still
Bro,
not speak. I'm just respecting you because of bots.
it's okay.
Or you know how chaotic it might get.
It's okay. Me, I want to know. So what happened? That's what I
It
want.
was it was
I
it was
couldn't
a
watch
bad
the
day
game.
for it was a bad yeah.
I
So
couldn't
let me
watch the
talk
game
then.
because of work. Can you give me a play-by-play? Me, I want to know.
Play by play. That's
Yes.
why you're not. That's why that's the problem. Play by play. That's nothing. That it doesn't even exist in football. But I'll tell you one thing. It was a bad day for Eriksen. It was a bad day for eriktenhag. It was a bad day for the entire team because certain decisions did cost us. Oh, this guy.
My God.
What do you
I
mean,
love this
this guy,
guy.
man? Why don't you say this, this manager?
No, I
Who
said
fucking
calm
start
down.
this with me now?
I
Don't
am
down.
fucking
happy.
give
I
me
am happy
shit, yeah?
you are here.
How
I am
about give
happy
your
you
manager
are
some
here.
shit? How about that? Give
I
your
am
manager some
happy
shit. Do you
you
not
are
have the
here,
same the
Faz.
way you feel
just gonna
about me?
mute
Are you
you.
not
Yeah.
listening?
How do you
Have
not
you
feel
not
about that
have you not
manager?
heard me? Have you not heard me?
Calma.
Have you heard my opinion for today's game? I'll tell you what exactly happened.
Ronald, I'm still listening. It's okay. You can go ahead. I'm listening.
No,
Hold
let
on,
this guy
hold on,
talk because
pause.
he's in the gym. He's in
Faz,
the gym right now.
Faz, I can't lie.
Faz.
I want Bruno Fernandes, and don't send me for this, okay? I want Bruno Fernandes to be dropped for the next 5 games. I said something else before,
You've been
but
saying
I
that last
want him.
season as well. He won't do
No,
it.
no. Again, the reason. So I said it. He should be injured for the next 10 games. Okay, hear me out, so that the manager gets full.
I'm sorry. How can a Man United fan wish injury upon his own player?
I was
His
literally
own
thinking the
captain?
same thing.
Yeah.
I cannot let that one
Even
go.
Especially
even
around this time.
even I am a rival and I won't
Rodri-
even wish that. Why would
What?
Ronald want
Several
No.
players are out for a year, the whole season. What's his name? The City guy, Rodrigo. He's out for the season. It's
Yeah.
Bro, at this point, there's nothing left to say. We
diabolical.
can't analyze this anymore.
Let's hear.
We can't
Your thoughts.
analyze this. The
You were
football
at
is
the
gone
game.
past.
Tell us.
The football is gone past analysis. It's gone past how we looking like we're gonna score a few goals from that to drawing a game. He's gone past analysis. He went into a 4-4-2 in the second half with Mount and Rasmus, and that killed him. It's as simple as that. It killed him. They broke through the second line of defense, the midfield, really easy. And then when Maguire could have taken a yellow card and take the player out, instead he's jogging back and then didn't take the yellow card, and then they scored, didn't it? Simple. Like teams, what they're doing, if you notice what Palace did as well, they just hold off. They literally just hold off. And obviously when they come to Manchester United, they know that they have the upper hand in terms of if they keep the ball out of the box, if the keeper is having a good day, if the opposition keeper is having a good day, they'll get the result out of the game. And it's the exact same thing that happened with Palace and the exact same thing that happened with here, Twente. The only difference is this team scored and Palace didn't score because Palace had very good chances as well. But with us, we just don't kill games off. When we're supposed to be changing the game up to actually squeeze them more and they go into a low block, we do the opposite thing. And it's the naivety of the manager. It's as simple as that. Because at the end of the day, the buck stops with him. You know, a lot of these players might be better. There's a reason why we bought Rasmus. There's a reason why we bought Ugarte and all of these players. You know, every player we buy, they look good before we buy them. They come here and the system kills them.
But
It's
why?
as simple
Why
as
is the system suffocating the players?
Because the manager isn't competent enough. And you know, the argument of who next as well, it's so invalid now. It's gone past who next because what was Liverpool's manager? You know, who did they think they're gonna get? Who did Chelsea think they're gonna get? Who did Villa think they're gonna get before Unai? Or every team, who are they gonna get? You know, and we'll get a manager, and he'll be competent enough to get things right. If he's not, we'll excuse him, and that's as simple as that. Erik, you know, the numbers are not lying in it at the end of the day. Yeah, he's got 2 trophies and whatever, but 1 game in Europe out of 9 is disgusting, man. It is really disgusting. Even the football that we're doing, yeah, the attacks, we're getting in behind, we're getting the balls in the box, but it's just not ending up in the right areas. And some of it you blame on the players, and some of it you blame on the manager. But at the end, when the game is like 60, 70th minute and it's a draw, you need to get a goal, your manager has to start doing things to make it work, innit?
So from your point of view, Faz, what should Ten Hag have done?
He should have. Firstly, Bruno cannot be playing right winger. You swap like for like players, innit? It's like basic grassroots football, like for like player. You swap a winger for a winger, 10 for a 10, midfielder for a midfielder. He's taken off Eriksen, kept Bruno on, put Bruno on the right wing, and he killed the game because at the end of the day, when he needed players to be direct, Bruno can cross from the right, sure, but he's not going to be direct, is he? He's not going to go at players, draw fouls, draw penalties. He's not that player. He's not going to be fast. He's already tired as it is because he's been playing the full game. Bring someone else on. Bring Antony on. Do you know what I'm saying? Give him a bit of chance to see if he can link up. I would have been even okay if he put like Bruno and Rasmus together at the top. But putting Bruno in the right wing, it just kills him because it's not his best position.
And Faz, the reason why I was saying about Bruno what I said, right? I know it's a madness for a player, a fan of a club to say about this own player, right? You know how much I back Bruno as well. I love that guy. But I want to see eriktenhag be in a corner of a wall. That he has to make options. Do you see my point?
I
like right
understand what
now,
you're
it's a
saying. He's saying
luxury.
he has to be forced.
He goes with the easy option of
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, he
let me
has to
just
be
throw
forced.
Bruno in.
He's
right?
using him
Even
like
if
he
it's
used Tadic.
exactly.
But Ronald,
He
I
needs-
mean, I hear what you're saying.
Hold on. I'll come back on that. Hold on.
Okay.
But Faz, my only point is you had so many ways of doing what you did today. You could have played Ahmad Diallo in the 10. You could have played Xerxes in the 10, right? What people have been telling. Eriksen in the 10. I don't know what I would. I think I would have to pay money to the club to see Eriksen as a 10 and Bruno, sit behind.
But you know,
That is
another thing
also
as
an
well.
option
Another thing as
available.
well. You know what? Where we killed Man United for the next few seasons is we didn't buy a striker. I will die on this hill because games like this will be won. I don't know if you guys notice it, but from the stadium and next to me, the fans, we were saying, bro, if only, like, as mad as it sounds, if only Ronaldo was still here, because you can spam balls in the air, in the box, and he would have got there because he's obviously a striker. We dead. No matter how amazing Xerxes is, yeah, how much he can accommodate, how good people think Rasmus can become, they are not gunmen. When you have a gunman up front, you spam the ball in and they make bad crosses look good. They make bad through balls look good. That's what a striker does. And that's why we're not finishing the chances.
Because to be fair, Rashford did create.
Do you think
something.
Rashford will actually? Do you think Rashford will give him
did.
another chance now?
He
Because
did
I feel
create a chance
Rashford is
today.
not going to go ahead and give him a pass for the next 5 games because this comes
Rashford-
once in a while.
Rashford created a fantastic chance, and he was doing exactly what you would want him to do: is go at his player, put the ball in, try and win corners. This is simple winger stuff he was doing really well. And you don't have it's nothing against Rasmus and Xerxes. They are not killers. It's as simple as that. Just the same thing Gabriel Jesus and Havertz is in Arsenal. It's the same principle. They're seasoned players, but they are not out and out strikers. It's as simple as that. And that is what going to even if you have an out and out striker, you can have Bruno on the right because you can spam balls in, and eventually Maguire can head one back for the striker, or someone can drop the ball for the striker. We don't have a striker, bro. Simple. And the one that we have, he's not seasoned. Rasmus is not a seasoned professional. He's a development project. Xerxes is not a seasoned professional. And Xerxes is not playing with Salah and Mane that he's going to have bare goal contributions. They're not. The front line isn't. Ahmad isn't a player that's going to get 15 goal contribution in a season, bro. He's not. Let's just be deadly honest. Ahmad is a fantastic footballer, but he's not going to get a 15 goal contribution with Xerxes and Rashford. He's not.
Okay.
And Faz, you were at the
came in
game.
for Ahmad.
Oh, sorry.
But why didn't Garnacho have the impact that he usually has as an?
Listen, now you can't roll the dice, yeah. And the same way you roll the dice every time and expect it to land on this every number. I don't blame Nacho. It didn't work out for him. He tried his best to come on. and it didn't work out. Plus, we weren't playing in the system that he gets the impact on. Anyways, we went into a 4-4-2, and we asked him to go straight to the byline, like hog the touchline and stretch the defense. He literally asked them to stretch the defense so that the low block that they're playing isn't compact and is stretched out. That's what he tried to do, and it backfired. Also on top of that, their keeper made a fantastic save.
A few times.
Right at the end, that corner kick, that was a sensational save. So you have to give their keeper credit. But the way opposition teams are coming to Old Trafford and disrespecting us, this is something I can't stand. Maguire should have taken a yellow. That goal, a player should have taken a yellow or a red card or something. This is the standards that we're going down to. Because if one of the defenders takes a yellow, he's still got defenders on the bench that he can bring on and rotate. That's where I definitely blame the player, that you should have taken that yellow and that goal. But either way, one goal against FC Twente is not good enough, man. It's not.
You were at the game, right? So just let me know, because you were watching it in real time, and we might.
The first 30 minutes
right?
I enjoyed. I was enjoying the first 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I was really enjoying it.
Fairs. My only question to you is the Eriksen goal that happened, not the one he scored, the one he gave away, right? The one they scored.
Yeah.
Because Eriksen lost the ball.
Yes.
Could he have not passed it to Onana back, or just laid it off to Delo, or just push it in that space of right side so Delo could cover it, or just let it go outside?
Yeah. The pressure's going to be on him. The pressure's going to be on him, but not as much as Bruno.
But he took 3 touches.
Yeah.
On that ball, in that instance, he took 3 touches before he took a decision.
No, I hear it.
That's my only concern.
I need to watch the goals back. Anyways, I've actually not had a chance to watch the goal back, but I know that he lost the ball, and it's criminal anyways to lose the ball, and then we end up getting shanked, because if it was Bruno Fernandes, he would have been crucified, and that's it, isn't it? He would have been crucified.
But I have people telling me that it was not actually Eriksen's mistake.
But Eriksen
no, he did. But I have people telling me that it was not Eriksen's mistake. Maguire should not have gone for a 2-footed tackle.
I need to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I know that Onana could have done better from what I saw in the stadium. To get beaten in your near post is, again, shocking. Near post. Yeah. He stepped to the right, thinking the player is going to square it. It's just naivety, isn't it? It's naivety. We are playing good, but the fact is, when he makes the subs, we're not playing good. Like, we're there, but we're not there, and that's the naivety from the manager. He needs to be able to find ways to kill the games off. Like, what would it happen, if you put Rasmus and Zirkzee together? What actually would go wrong? Like, I don't understand. Play both. They're both strikers, so-and-so strikers. One links up very well. The game is going well for him. The team plays better when Zirkzee plays. Play the 2 strikers together. Let Ahmad stay on the pitch. Let Rashford stay on the pitch. Pack out the midfield and squeeze them. See what happens, innit? But the way he does his tactics after he makes the subs, is baffling. I don't understand. Casemiro has really good passing in the final third. Put him on. Keep Zirkzee on. Get Rasmus to do the damage that he does with the defenders, like crash it and smashing everyone. Let him do that and see if he can squeeze a goal out of the game. Get it right that way. But he does the total opposite. He's got Mount, playing next to Rasmus to run around. Did you guys see Mount do anything other than run?
His subs were late as well.
Every time Mount just runs around.
Which is great. But I will never forget, last year, Ben Foster told me this very specific quote, because they were gassing Rasmus Højlund. I will never forget. Ben Foster said to me, Faz, I find it very weird how modern fans rate players that just run. You guys just love a player that runs, don't you? And I was like, what? That's actually deeper than you think. So many people like Mount. He does nothing but just run. And it ain't enough. That's where he, more than putting Bruno on the right, putting Mount next to Rasmus is criminal. It is criminal. It doesn't even make sense. That's not even a position.
Is there any positive thing that a Man United fan can draw?
I like what Rashford did today, and I hope Manchester United can get relegated so that Rashford can continue doing these things.
We lost connection with Faz. How are you gonna want Manchester United to get
Same
relegated?
thing.
Bro, he's being sarcastic. Come on.
Because what?
What is this? Go back to the gym, bro.
No,
What is
Fans,
he's just
go
being
back.
sarcastic. Come
Because
on.
playing
no,
Barnsley, yeah, it
no.
was so much fun. Playing FC 20 is so much fun in the first 45 minutes. Maybe just maybe that's what our level is. But I was actually excited. I was happy with Rashford today. I think Rashford did really well. You know, he did well. I was
Yeah.
happy with him.
So
I
is,
would have. This was a game made for Antony as well because Antony
Yeah.
knows that team. He knows it.
I don't know why Anthony didn't start.
He made
To
his
be fair.
name cooking these same
yeah.
players. What the hell?
No, doctor, you're right. Anthony also should have like I don't know when we're gonna see Anthony. If we don't see him versus FC Twente, he surely is not gonna play versus Spurs, not versus
No.
Porto, not versus Villa. Like what is that? You know? What's the
Those are your
plan?
next 3 matches.
Yeah.
You
It's
know, you know, if you're gonna put loads of attackers on, take Maguire off, and put a pacey defender on, and then work it that way. Because did you notice in the first half how many times Martinez had to run back and like win the ball because he's faster, he can do that, and that's what Twente were looking for. They were looking for times when they can counter, right? So you had Martinez do that, and Maguire can't do that. So what you do, you put more attackers, take one defender off, put a faster defender, just for the last 20, 30 minutes, and just absolutely squeeze them. That's what City did against Arsenal. That's the maddest thing. City did the exact thing against Arsenal. Arsenal held off, and they eventually squeezed him. In the last few moments, they squeezed him. It's not hard, is it? It's a scrappy goal. They got a scrappy goal, but fucking hell, it don't matter. It's a title versus title, team, and that's what we needed to do.
Earlier on, Kenny pointed out that Kevin De Bruyne lost the ball, and he was like somehow Man City still did not concede. Like he lost the ball in a dangerous area versus in the Arsenal game, and the players just sort of like figured out a way to defend, even though it was like a dangerous situation. And for us, like it just somehow these moments when we lose the ball, it's just so easy for other teams to score against
Yeah,
us.
because they are, listen, the way they defend. Yeah, if you notice, they don't have to do a lot of running. Do you understand?
It's the
Counter-attacking
same thing,
teams
Faz.
don't do a lot of running because majority of the game you are defending. You're actually sitting back. You're doing
So you will
short
see
runs, short
you see the
sprints,
goal
short
as well,
jockey.
Faz. Okay, like since you didn't see it, when you see it again, when you replay the goal again, the error that Eriksen had, and this same foul that happened where Kevin De Bruyne lost the ball in the Man City Arsenal game, it's similar because when Eriksen loses the ball in that position, right, we still have defenders plus Ugarte was coming in, so there was enough time to take that guy out for those guys to do their job.
And get a yellow card.
Exactly, yellow card.
Yeah.
They nutmegged Maguire to go and score. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you have to take the yellow card.
You take the
You
yellow
have to.
card. So that's how it's gonna be harsh to put the blame on a creative midfielder like Eriksen. He's bound to lose the ball. That's why he needs protection from other players. Especially, he's not lost the ball in the 18
Look at how many
area.
yellow cards they got today.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe tactical fouls we haven't got to that part in the module yet with Ten Hag.
Exactly.
Anyways, guys, I need to get to the gym. Yeah, big up to you guys. I'll be listening.
Big up,
Nice
man.
one.
Big
Take
up,
care.
Paz.
You got
Thanks
Paz.
for doing that, bro.
It's
Yeah,
in
man.
module 2.
It's in
Technic-
module 2. We're still in module 1. Big up Bali Tech. Thanks for joining us as well, bro. Share us. And Professor Omo is in the house too. But Bali Tech,
On a
give us
positive
your
one,
huh? Okay.
Ugarte had a good game in my opinion. He was doing what he needed to do. Unfortunately, one of our best players in the last 3 or 4 games let us down. I didn't expect that from him, considering he scored a fantastic opener. Yeah, it was just shocking, really. But the subs have been kind of killing us for the last 3 games. I feel every single time we make substitutions, it just doesn't work out. And another thing is, I know a lot of people said he should have did this and he should have did that, but let's be real. He could easily do those subs, and they might not work out. But I do agree with one of Faz's points when he said that we should have bought a striker. I was saying we need another striker, because I remember when Rasmus went like 16 games without scoring a goal, and that, like, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but that was an annoying period. So as far as I'm concerned, he's a development striker, and Xerxes a development striker, or a 9.5, whatever they want to call him. But we should have got a certified killer that they could learn from up front. These guys could be sitting on the bench watching him score goals and think, I wish I was playing. But we've given them free reign to just play up front and not score goals. And this is Man United. I know there's a lot of content creators that say, oh, we don't need another striker, we got Rasmus. And I'm thinking, hold on. I know you like this player, but this is Manchester United. Manchester United is above any player we have. In fact, Sir Alex Ferguson famously said, no player is above the club. All these guys doing Player FC, leave that in the bin. This is Man United, and only the best will play and survive. Simple.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
You see, I'm gonna head and watch the game over because I need to come in there. First of all, I came in with bias because my hate for the manager, but I'm still gonna come in with slight bias. But I watched the game over, right? And I saw the goal they scored. This player, this right back that they had ran past Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Eriksen, Ugarte, Lisandro Martinez, Maguire. Then Onana, then Eriksen got the ball. When Ugarte won the ball, Eriksen got the ball. He turned slowly. He got intercepted by Lamas, and Lamas scored the goal, and he ends with Andrew Onana. Listen, sometimes you look at a game like, hey, how the hell did this happen? And you know how that happened? The pace of the game was slow. The pace of the game was slow, and it started with us making a sub. We slowed the pace down. We made that sub, and all of a sudden they scored a goal. Like, how does it make sense? They pretty much they took advantage of the pace we were trying to create. They took advantage of it. And my thing is Bruno right back, like right wing, like, bro, what is the manager doing here? If you need a goal, you put another striker. You don't take up Xerxes because you need a goal. You take up Bruno Fernandes, you put in Haaland. You put all the strikers up front, but when's the last time you've seen that United? You never seen that.
Mm-hmm.
You never seen that. It's always striker for striker. Why does that? It doesn't have to be striker for striker. It could be left back for striker, some nonsense like that. It doesn't have to be striker for striker. The striker for striker sub is an anomaly. Like, it makes zero sense at all. Striker for striker. Who came up with that? Who came up with that? They just gotta throw that away. They have to throw that away. When this I don't want to talk about the past. Okay, in the past game with past managers, if they need a goal, they don't do striker for striker. They don't do striker for striker. It's only now this new phase where, like, oh, we need a goal, we gotta do striker for striker. Like, that to me don't make no sense at all.
I totally agree with you, Umar. Like, when was the last time we even saw our manager change the structure of the players? We could have gone. We could, like, a game like this, we could have pushed Mazarawi and Dalot up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Further up.
You don't need two center backs. It was still four center back. Like, okay. The purpose of a take off Bruno, you put in Mount because you want to push the opponent into the half. You want to suffocate them. You take up Bruno Fernandes, like, Bruno, you're tired. Put him on Mount. Hell, you take up Leacher and Maguire. You bring up the lids. And you bring in Haaland. You don't need fullbacks anymore at this time. This time fullbacks is over. Like, thank you for your service, but now I need goals. Yeah. This is what it comes down to. I need goals, and we're not getting it right now. We're still struggling. So until they fix that, we're stuck in a rock and a hard place.
Do you know what's funny as well? We've got Porto coming up, and that is going to be a harder game. So
and they lost.
Got the 3 points.
They're coming for 3 points because they lost.
They lost. And not that coming. We're going to Porto.
Ask
us now. Last time
somebody's losing that game. So
You know,
no one is leaving there happy. Someone's gonna leave there wounded. Somebody's gonna die that game. So somebody's losing 3 points.
the
It's
part
yeah,
that
it's
for me frustrates me is that our goal, the goal that we scored, feels like it was a mistake. It was a scrap goal, like because the ball fell to Eriksen and Eriksen was there to pounce on it. You know, it was not like a well worked out goal of like, oh, it's a cutback. It's not something you can repeat. You know, because
mhm.
who was it? I don't know if it was
It's
passed to
Dalot. It's
it was
Dalot.
passed to Dallo. Yes, it
It's
was passed to Dallo.
Dalot.
And Dallo was trying to do like the same thing that and the pattern that I saw
Like a
for me
Zidane move trying to do
is
the
Zidane
18
move,
area and then it
which
failed.
also which also Kenny, if you remember, Ugarte passed the ball to Kobe as well in the same
Yeah,
place, same space, and Kobe also lost the ball like in the box,
in the
trying
box.
to trying to trap the ball and turn
Ah,
right. So that's the only repetitive thing of like, oh, we pass the ball to our player that's in a half space, and then they try and do a turn, they get dispossessed, and the fortunate thing was it fell for Eriksen, and then we scored. And
Same thing happened
yeah,
to Xerxes.
no
same
proper
thing happened. So that's the repetition. Is like we get the ball to our player and then they lose it on the box. You know,
yeah, no
ah,
pattern of play that like
it's
or
convincing. It's
or a
like
proper organized play that created a chance. That I'm in support to what you're saying, Papi. Like where you see it being formed. Like this is t- training day type of thing.
mhm.
This is Carrington work. You know
this
what I
is
mean?
this is what Rude and them have been working
Been
on.
doing
You know,
nothing, bro. And we keep doing the same thing. We can see that they're closing up our wings with Ahmad and Rashford on the other side. They keep passing players, but when they cross the ball, Zex is too far deep. He can't reach. They can't cross up across goal, so they have to do a cutback. And all the cutbacks were being blocked. No proper like, okay, can you tell a player like Zeski? We know he likes to come back. I know it's like you can instruct a player to listen. We don't need you to come back now. We already have Bruno doing that. Stay up top. We need a point guard, a point man there. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
And
These are
that you see
instructions. These are
you see
Hold on,
instructions
if
that should come from the
hold on,
manager.
hold on.
no, I was gonna agree with him adding if you brought in Hoyland is the point guard. Hoyland go up there, Xerxes does your little 1-2, 1-2. Like it's just this sub that should be made. Like I do not. I'm tired of this Hoyland for Xerxes. Put both of them on. You need a goal? Do you need a goal? Do you not need a goal? Or you came for
Exactly.
a draw?
Let's
Yeah.
You
let's
came for a if you came for a draw, I
hear
understand that sub, but you didn't come for a draw.
Almost,
Go
oh
on,
no,
Papi.
about to say
I
something.
I just want to jump in here and say, um, I'm gonna have to log off right now because
It's
my
okay.
brain is I'm tired at this point.
Who was
I
your
think
standout player before you log off from Man United?
oh I don't have one. I actually don't have one. They're all the same. They all get C's. They're all of them.
Okay, all right. Good night, dog. Oh gosh, yeah, everybody gets a C. Uh, that for me is tough. I think we do have a standout player. I have my standout player. I'm curious what other people, who other like Ronald would say is your standout player, or Kenny or Balitech, and I guess I can go first and just say for me, Mazraoui. That's one thing. I mean, I loved Licha when he was controlling the ball, sending the men to like on the stretcher. Like those two guys try to get the ball from him, and it was a nice moment. But all round, full 90 minutes, Mazraoui for me just looked good. He just keeps on delivering. He's somebody that just like we really robbed Bayern when you look at how the last what 6 games that he's played, bro. I don't think we have a player better than Mazraoui right now. I don't
Yeah.
know. Kenny, what do
I
who
agree. I agree. Mazarawi is a standout. Just as I think he'll be one of like I think I said this. He'll be like the signing of a season. But for this game, I'm sort
yeah.
of Mazarawi has I've gained so much respect and trust in him in such a short period of time that I'm not worried about him anymore. Like you know what I mean? That it's like I'm expecting him to play well. So for me, this game, I kind of like ignored Mazarawi and looked at Ogate, and Ugarte is very impressive. He's courageous. He runs forward. He makes forward runs. And today starting was great for him. I'm really like happy that we have somebody in midfield that can at least who's an enforcer like that. So I think he stood out today, even though he'll be overshadowed with what occurred. But still, he held it down in midfield though. It was all right. Yeah. You're on mute. You're muted. You're muted.
And I was saying you saw the stat about the passes that he made, the one the like,
Oh
10
yeah, the stat you put up here.
final
Yeah.
third. Like people always said, oh yeah, he was buying a player who can pass into the final third. But look at that,
Yeah.
10
There we go.
interceptions. And for the stats merchant as well, like he
Stats don't lie. Let's go.
right, the stats don't lie. Football player, whatever coach, football fan can lie, but the stats don't. And that's here we go. Um, let's go around and if you have also any other closing statement, but please put your standout player in the conversation as well. Professor Omo, do you have somebody who stood out and any closing words for this therapy session?
Um, the therapy session is so far. We are in year three. We are learning. We are learning how to create chances.
Yeah.
Year one, what did we learn? I forgot. Was it clean sheet? It was clean sheet FC. Year two, we have learned how to press. That was last year. In this year three, we have learned how to create chances. So that's a good thing. So next year, we'll learn how to score. So everybody calm down and trust the process. Trust the process and calm down. Year four, we're going to score goals. Guarantee you. We're how we'll score goals. That's what we're learning year four. My
Mhm.
starting player is Mazarari again. This guy should not be playing right back. This guy trying to put him on left back. Put him at the left back role because he has a shot on him. And put him on left back. He could convert to that midfield. The manager wants the left back to be inverted. Dallo is inverting, but we're not using him that well. Put Maserati there. I'm staying for Maserati being the inversion than Dallo and put Dallo, make Dallo become a center back. Because again, our right back is a center back, by the way. Our right back is technically becoming a center back if nobody don't notice. So that's about it. Enjoy the game and
What,
next week
why,
and ball
why does
and ball.
shut up. Let me sit with him. Where is he at? Oh, there we go. Why does it take 1 year to learn one thing? That's the problem that I have with almost things. Like 1 year we learn this, next year we learn this, next year. But big up yourself, Mr. Ball. We'll see.
How do you even graduate like that, bro?
How do you graduate, Kenny? One thing per year.
So, firstly, if I'm not wrong, if I could hear it correct, big up
Yeah,
to drill.
yeah,
If that's drill, the drill I know.
yeah.
But here's the thing. For me, standout player. Uh, I want to say, I want to be petty and say Eriksen, but you know what? No one deserves it. I actually, and the standout player is Rafa Varane. So big up to him and his retirement. That's the standout player from the past.
Yeah.
But it was a combination of errors from the manager and the players,
Yeah.
specifically certain players who are apparently the god's child. They're recently baptized. They found a new life. Their battery is new, and no one can talk shit about those players apparently, because if you say something about them, then you're a sensationalist.
Mm,
However, they've been here for 3 years and still been shit. But they're the creative genius, composure. Well,
mm,
we did not need composure right that moment, my brother. Just
mm.
do something stupid and just be reactive instead of like providing composure. We would have won the game 1-0 at least. But
Yeah.
we move, and almost absolutely right. Next week is not next week actually, just in a few days. It's Ange Ball. I don't know if we lose. The amount of times I would have to hear Ange Ball.
Oh, he's gonna say Ange
Bro,
ball, Ange
he's gonna
ball.
the amount of times they're gonna score, he's gonna multiply that by at least 7 or 8 times. And big up to him because he's believed in that manager since day one. So I can't even discredit him for that. So it
So
is what it
if
is.
Ange Postecoglou beats us, Ronald, are you gonna also start singing Ange ball, or are you gonna like? What's the effect for you? If say, I just want to give you just an if hypothetical.
Yeah, fair is
We
fair is
lose,
fair.
we lose 2-0 or 3-0 to Spurs.
Nothing changes for me. I still think they're shit and the manager's shit.
Okay, them and the manager's shit. But would you say Ten Hag out or Ange ball
No,
also?
no, 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 no. I already said that time and time again that, game week 17, come check. We'll talk.
Game week 17.
Hmm.
Hey, brother, you got a long life, huh?
I
This
got a
guy.
longer life than Eriktenhag, can't lie.
You like pain.
I like pain when it is for other people. That's why I want Bruno not there.
No, but like you
Because
rather
when
pain
because you were
17
not
times
understanding my
than
point.
10.
Only Box in the chat actually understood my point. When Bruno would not be there in the team,
Hmm.
that's when the real pain would start. Right now, you can just say, "Oh yeah, this global warming is Bruno Fernandes' fault. That girl not talking to me is a Bruno Fernandes' fault." You know, so I can't pay my bills. It's Bruno's fault. That's how it is. But when he's gone, and obviously you don't have a replacement right now, I
Yeah.
want this to happen mid-season. I also want to see pain, tears, blood. Eriksen, huh?
No.
We'll see.
Well, big up, Ronald. If you haven't hit the like button, you can say it's Bruno's fault. Bali Tech, bro, give us
Yo,
your closing statement and your man of the match, standout player from Man United, bro.
okay, standout player for me is Ugarte. I give it to Ugarte because I think we saw the real Ugarte today. Mazraoui,
Where was
he
Ugarte when we conceded Balitek? Do you know? I haven't actually watched that goal again, but I don't know where Ugarte's positioning because they told me we're getting a ball thief, and he couldn't. Where was the thief?
He was one of the three that was supposed to cut down that
Ah,
guy.
Balitek. Charges.
yeah, but I'm not gonna take away from the game that I saw him play prior to that goal because I think
I agree
when
with
they
you.
ran through like that, it was a moment of madness, and I think at that point the manager should have taken a hold of the game, which he didn't. He made some subs which didn't work out again, and the problem is, I think only the substitution of Xerxes against Fulham was the only time his desperation substitutions worked.
Hmm.
Every other time they've worked against us. So that is like Erik Ten Hag homework now. He needs to learn how to make the correct substitutions in order to win the game and not make us worse when he
And
makes
Funny,
substitutions.
funny question you asked, Bots. Hold on. Funny
yeah,
question you asked because you know who gave the ball to Eriksen? It
uh,
was actually Ogate's tackle. So the ball
He
thief you're
intercepted the
talking
tackle.
about, he was the one who actually got the ball even to Eriksen's feet to do something. And my brother was trying to move like Shakira and move like Puyol. Not even Puyol. He moved slower than Harry Maguire. I've seen Harry Maguire move faster than him.
what was Ericsson thinking? All I saw him, I
Nothing.
thought he was trying to
He was
turn.
trying to display composure. What
He
he did
wanted to
was he
turn.
collected the ball from the right side and he tried to move it on the left side to open up the play and move it on the right wing. And when he moved to the right side, the guy came and took the ball away.
Could somebody just shout, Ericsson, men on? Could I don't know. I'm just asking from a fan perspective. Like, could have somebody shouted or something, tell him,
But it's
look,
not Sunday league.
hey,
The
bro.
man's playing
He,
for
he
Manchester
didn't
No,
United.
stand.
no, but even in professional football, I still think your teammates have
But
a little
bro,
bit
you have a guy in your vision on your right side. Delo is looking at you. Delo is right there. Just
But what
if you can't directly pass the ball to him, at least move it in his space so that Delo can at least catch the ball. And even if he doesn't, it goes for an outside. At least it doesn't go to the goal.
Yeah.
and what makes you think, yeah, if you don't scan to see what's behind you, what makes you think you're not getting closed down? The first thing you should have thought is, okay, can I play this to Onana? Can I play this to someone who's unmarked? But he didn't think like that. He wanted to look good against them because he knows the Dutch team. And it's unfortunate because even when he was getting substituted, he was like, me? No, not me. And
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
bro,
bro,
He, did,
bro.
he didn't
You
understand
saw
he was
that.
going up.
You saw that. I
Yeah.
actually, yo, what was he's like me? I saw that moment and I was like, is
No,
this
he was just
But
confused because he was
but
thinking it was someone else that's
it was
coming on.
someone else.
no.
Yeah,
Erickson
there's nothing
was
to it.
like,
The
why are
person
you
that should
subbing
have been
me? And
stabbed,
Bruno is there.
the person that should have been stabbed for real was Bruno Fernandes. So that's why it's probably like me. The guy who's playing shit is Bruno. Say,
Yeah. The guy who's playing his shit is Bruno, but the guy who gave the goal away is Eriksen's. But
the
you
guy
still
who
want
scored is
Eriksen to play for
Ericsson
Man.
still.
Again, that's what I'm saying. There are people in the fan base who say he's the new baptized child of Jesus Christ,
He's
and
not
he
the
can do
baptized
nothing
child.
wrong.
He's having just
And
a
he
good
can do
run of
nothing
form,
wrong.
and
You would not
Bruno
see.
is
I'm
having
pretty
a
sure you're one
shitty
of those
form.
people who would
There's not.
say
There's,
Maguire was at fault for that goal. It's
let
not
me,
Eriksen's fault, but it's okay, Kenny. We
I
move.
just
No
want to
problem.
ask a
yo,
question
bro,
to the
I'm
Bruno
not saying.
detractor.
Look,
I want
Bruno
to
is
ask a
having
question.
a bad form of a bad
Bali,
period
please
of
go
form.
ahead. What are you
That's
saying?
true. You check. That's true.
I,
There's no
I just,
hiding it. Bruno is in bad form, and Eriksen is in a much better form than Bruno. These are facts.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not a
If you
lie.
think so.
It's not
It
player
might be facts in
FC
your
here.
book, but
Me,
it's
I'm
not in
not
mine.
player
It's
FC.
fine.
Listen, me, I'm
Oh,
not
you're
a
not
player
FC.
FC. I'm
Okay.
just calling the
Good.
facts. Look, I'm just calling it as it
It's
is.
fine.
These few games, Bruno has been in poor form. Period. He's my
could I just
captain
ask a
and I
question?
trust him. But he's in bad form. He needs to be assisted. I think he's hit a stamp whereby he's played too much football and he needs to be taken out for a bit so he can
Yo,
come back refreshed. That's all I'm
Can I
saying.
ask a
And then
question?
Ericsson, sorry,
let-
just one second. And then Ericsson has hit like maybe a purple patch, which is good for him. There is no favoritism for me. This is just blunt analysis of what I'm watching. And if Bruno comes back refreshed, Ericsson come out. Bruno go in. But at the moment, the better player who's delivering is Ericsson. And Bruno is the captain still. So that's even double trouble for him,
Technically,
like
it's his
double
fault. Okay.
scrutiny.
all right, let's hear Bali.
Technically, it's his fault. Okay, Bali, go ahead, bro.
I was just wanting to ask a question for the Bruno detractor. So I'm not saying that he didn't play bad because I believe the second half was more poorer than the first half. The first half, I thought he actually played decent in terms of not doing the Hollywood balls, keeping the ball, making the simple passes and whatnot. The only thing is the creation and things of that nature wasn't there or the goal. But what are you expecting to see from Bruno? Because after that first half, I think I was watching someone stream their watch along while I was watching the game, and all I kept on hearing is Bruno's playing shit, and I was thinking, but what did you want him to do? Like what is a good Bruno Fernandes game to you? And that's what I want to know.
For me, it
Like
was time ago.
what is a good Bruno Fernandes game?
For me, it was a time ago. It's not any time like not recent. It was when we had Pogba and Matic. That's time ago.
No, I understand that, but in the context of let's
Today.
say today, what would a good Bruno Fernandes game look like? And if he falls short of that, you'll say it's crap.
I guess I don't know if it was for me when you said Bruno detractor. I guess it was me, but nonetheless, uh, I would have said if he scored a goal or an assist, it would have been an okay. Because you are right. The first half, I asked about Bots as well. He said the same thing. He did not do a Hollywood pass. Even the pass to Delo was a simple pass. He did not do anything stupid in the first half. He was just keeping it simple. So I'm sure he was asked to keep it simple and not do anything outrageous, and he did that. So for me, if there would have been a goal, would have been a good game. I don't know. People still think that it's actually his fault that we lost today. So it is what it is. He might actually give a goal and assist, and people will still complain Bruno played shit. I've seen those days too.
Is weird. Let's welcome Wrap Up Haven as well, wrapping up the show. But was Bruno shit today or not? What's your stand on that? Wrap up.
It's the same old, same old. He was poor. He was poor. It's nothing new though. I'm not even angry.
How
I'm
so?
not even angry because to me, I told you bots from the beginning.
Yeah.
Ten Hag was making the same old mistakes, the same repeated mistakes. He's
Okay.
not learning. He doesn't know his best team. He keeps making the wrong subs. We're going in roundabouts. We're not going to go anywhere with this manager. Being honest. And I'm going to tell you now, I said on the KG stream, I was not confident. I was not confident about this game.
Last
Because
time we talked, you said football fans sometimes get caught up too much on GA. You said
yeah,
that. Remember those
yeah.
words. Now, what could Bruno have done differently today for you to say that he had a good game? That's the question.
To me, Bruno was barely involved in the game. I barely heard his name. He was ghosting in this game. Then he gets played in the right, and he's completely ineffective. He should have come off. But that's another story. To me, the same thing happened again. Zirk's had a good performance. Eriksen had a good performance. Ahmad was doing well. The same subs come off. Then all our shape goes again. And then it's back and forth, back and forth. It's the same old shit, man.
Wrap up, Heaven. What you just said about the two things, is that like something Bruno can control, or was that a managerial decision? Because I don't think Bruno was asked to come off and he said, "Nah, sod off. I'm playing the game."
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it comes down to Ten Hag. Of course it does. Of course it
No,
comes
but you're
down to Ten Hag.
saying
But
it's Bruno's fault. So
no, I'm saying
just
Bruno
shut
didn't
up.
play well. I didn't say Bruno. I said, listen, the whole team, basically, the team was sloppy today. After like the first 25, 30 minutes, we didn't play well. Let's be honest. Do you think we played well? Anybody here?
I already gave my thoughts.
Martinez played well.
I thought
You think we
Rashford
played
was
well?
decent. I thought Rashford was
Rashford
playing
played
well in
well.
the first half.
Yeah.
But this is another thing we do. Yeah, Rashford played all right. I'm not going to say he's the worst, but we need to look at who we're playing. This is Twente, the fourth position team in the Eredivisie. And people are saying we're going to smack up Spurs like it's nothing.
Yeah,
we need to be.
but you can only play who's in front of you. It's not like we had a choice to play 20 or
to really
Liverpool.
think
And we
here.
chose
Oh
20.
yeah, bots. How many goals did we score?
1.
Exactly. Do you know what our goal average is? What did I say the goal average is for this team? Do you remember? 1.1. And do you know?
Is the answer you gave? Yes.
Yeah. And do you know if we continue on this trajectory with our goals that we score, do you know where we finish by the end of the season in the league? Do you know where we finish?
9th.
7th.
7th.
7th. So it's around oh yeah. Do you know how many games we won in Europe? How many games we won with Europe? And 1 in 9 with Ten Hag.
As mentioned, that
1 in 9.
Yeah.
This is not good. It's not good. We can't keep babying this manager.
But we're in a rebuild.
It's not good, but you can't add last season and this season together. It's two completely different seasons. To now start adding it together, you're just trying to get yourself more angry.
Like, you can go ahead and bring 3 seasons before's goal difference as well and say eriktenhag shit. Even then, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was a manager, or anyone else was a manager, Ralf Rangnick was a manager, just say Louis van Gaal. Louis van Gaal is eriktenhag's fault.
That's mad.
That's how people want to move.
He's not improving.
Is eriktenhag's fault.
He keeps making the same mistakes, so I'm not bothered.
A child
I
not
know
being
what's
born is
coming.
eriktenhag's fault. Anything under the sun.
I know what's
anything that
coming.
goes wrong is eriktenhag's fault.
I support Manchester United over a manager or player.
I hope you do.
So I know what's coming. You can keep supporting this manager. Delude yourself.
It's not about supporting the manager. It's just that you're adding 2 seasons together.
It's boring now, bro. It's boring.
Complaining about the manager is also boring.
Bots. So do you think Ten Hag performed well today?
Okay, it's the same points being recycled. Move ahead, move past it. Tell us how can we correct those things instead of telling me what went wrong. How can we correct those things? Yes, we know the manager's making mistakes. What do you see? What can we do to make those things correct with the next manager? Are you going to support the players? Because yes, I was the guy who used to support players. Now I'm trying to support the manager. I think with the next manager, I'm going to support neither of them. Because I still support my club. I've been supporting my club for 12 years. Or more than that. But I think going forward, I'm not going to support either of them. I'm going to be very balanced and tell if both are shit, both are shit. At the end of the day, you can only have your allegiance towards your club, not a manager.
Yeah,
not the player.
that's what I'm saying. I don't support the manager. I support the club.
I said that without shouting. I said that normally. We're over here discussing. Yes, for the last 2 years, all I've heard is eriktenhag shit. He's still here, right? He's still here. We can say for the next 10 games, eriktenhag shit. He might get out of the club on the 12th game. You're probably right. Christmas, he might not. We might not even wish Merry Christmas to Erik Ten Hag. We might not.
I don't think he's making Christmas because he's losing too much money for the club.
You know, I've given
Okay,
Erik Ten Hag up to the Spurs performance because for me, I think the man has been like this is our third season, right? So I would expect him to at least be brushing off lesser teams. I can understand having a problems with the likes of the top six,
Yeah.
but lesser teams we're in a position where we should be at least disposing them off with ease, with due
Fact.
respect to the other teams. But
Yeah.
and he's not showing anything for me to have confidence in his leadership as a manager to carry this team to the next stage. He's been backed well with the players he wanted, the back room that staff he wanted. He's brought in people with football knowledge in the right positions. All our signings were great. It's been great. And for those of you that say like, oh, you can't compare last season and this season, yes, they are two different seasons, but it's still the same Erik Ten Hag. He should learn from what happened his first season, last season, and now coming into this season. He should be very more polished than any other new manager that has come, like Anslot and the likes and whatnot. He
I
should
really,
be
Kenny,
producing
But
very,
it's hard
I
to
wish,
compare.
you
It's
know
I
what I
hard to
mean?
wish.
compare Liverpool and Man United.
No, no,
Listen,
no, but the thing
We're
is,
going too far.
Bali, you can
listen.
compare managers' acumen of analyzing a game
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
but
No,
Liverpool is a
I'm not.
I
much
wish, hold on, I wish
better
I
team than
unheard.
Manchester United.
Listen,
Listen, Bali. I wish I unheard the Pep Guardiola interview. I wish I did not listen to it when he was saying they asked him like, how long does it take you to analyze the opposition's game plan? He said in less than 5 minutes, I already know what they're trying to do because from kickoff you look at the fullbacks movements and you look at the defensive midfielders positionings, and then you already know where the openings are. And I was just like, hey,
Fact.
how
so
can our
so so
manager
Bali,
wait
I'm not
45 minutes
comparing the two
from a
teams again.
dugout, from a sideline, and not be able to convince your players, like, guys, I know
But do
we
you know what you've
and
kind of done? You know what
fix.
you've kind
Ten
of
Hag
done?
has no in-game management.
You've basically said, yeah,
Hmm.
that's like saying, oh, I heard Superman talking one day and he knew how to kill some other guys.
This
And,
is
and so
Superman,
now
though.
we should all know how to. No, like these are like Pep Guardiola is potentially one of the best managers to ever do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So to actually use his name to bash Ten Hag, they're on different levels. And then the teams that they have are on like Man City is on a different planet compared to Man United. This is a dysfunctional Man United. This is misfits
Bailey,
versus
can I ask you a
versus
question?
versus
Can I,
prime Goku,
no,
Vegeta, and
no,
all of these
Bailey, can I
man.
ask you a
Forget
question?
about it.
Bailey, can I ask you a question?
go
Can I ask
ahead.
you a
the
quick question?
comparison was wrong. I
Yeah,
think
ask me.
it would be Batman, not Superman. But
So this is what I'm gonna say. Do you think Ten Hag should be able to outwit a 30-year-old manager? He's just entered the league.
Yeah,
A
31.
Do I
30-year-old
think?
manager.
Yeah,
But that's like saying that, bro. If you're old enough, you're good enough. So
So
he's
you
in the
think the
job.
Brighton managers should be able to one up Ten Hag, and he's only been managing for 5 months
Well,
officially?
well, is he a manager or not? He's qualified to be a manager, right?
But then that should defeats the point with you. Erik Ten Hag has been in the league
wait,
for two
so
seasons
with
He's
now.
that logic,
qualified to.
wait,
But
well, Bally,
you guys
the
just say
guy,
things off
Bally,
emotion.
no,
That's
hold on.
like
With that,
you guys just do
the logic
emotional
that I
stuff.
just heard, no, the logic that I just heard, that means the manager who was actually managing Dortmund last season, the fan
Yeah.
who was managing Dortmund, he's the best fan because he reached Champions League final, no? So a
Do you
fan,
know what? Yeah, if I managed Brighton and I beat Erik Ten Hag, then this would make some form of sense. But you at this manager, Brighton saw him doing whatever he was doing somewhere else with their recruitment team and their structure, which has been in place for a very long time. They said, you know what, this guy could probably cook over here. He's brought him to England and he's done what he usually does. So at the end of the day, to say, oh, but he's 30 or he's in his early 30s, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that
Ten
this
Hag
guy
has more
is not
experience than
competent to do.
manager, bro.
Yo, I know he's more experienced,
But
but
experience does count.
I could say there's probably many examples of more experienced managers getting beaten by lesser experienced managers. There's probably so many examples out of there. The only difference is now
Give us
you're
two.
talking
Give
about
us
a
two.
young 30-year-old,
Give us
young
two.
30
Bali,
year old guy
give us
who
two
is a
examples of those
phenomenal player.
managers.
That's like saying that Kobe Manu shouldn't be balling against 30-year-olds. Like we can't
No,
say
that's
this.
a conflation there. That's a conflation.
Oh, no,
No,
no.
it's not a conflation.
Oh,
It's
that
not a conflation. If you're old enough, you're good enough. This is football. This is football. The ball is round.
so
If you put,
by your logic, then the Brighton manager is a generational manager.
I'm not saying he's a generational
That's
manager,
what you're
but
saying. How's that
I'm saying the way you're mentioning his age is like an underestimation of what he can
No,
do as a
that's
manager.
a logical thing to say. Someone who's been managing for 5
But
months, he
exactly.
hasn't managed in the
What?
top league,
Wait,
to not be
hold
out
on. You're
in Ten
saying he's
Hag
been
is
managed.
considered
You're saying what?
a very
So his whole career has been 5 months.
officially
So, bro,
qualified. Yeah,
officially
5
being
months.
in top flight football. We're talking
Yeah.
top flight managerial football here.
Yeah.
Eriktenhag has been top
Okay,
flight
so
football for a long time.
when Zidane first started managing, yeah, and he won the Champions League.
That's
and all
another
of these.
conflation. That's another
story.
conflation.
No,
Bro,
but
let me
you're
tell you
saying
this.
you're
Look at
talking
the
about
squad he had.
inexperienced managers.
Listen,
We're
bro.
talking about
Look, bro.
inexperienced managers.
Okay,
He
let's
had
just talk.
CR7 in his prime.
Very
He had
simple,
all
bro.
these players, bro.
This is very simple.
Come on.
This is what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
There
it's
is
not
no
about
way.
the age. It's not
Look,
about
bro.
the age of the guy.
Look, bro.
It's
I'll give you an example,
he's
right?
managing in top flight football. Yeah, you've given him a team that's been assembled for God knows how long, and you put him up against a bunch of misfits in Man United.
They're not
And he
misfits. These
somehow
are
won.
Erik Ten Hag's players,
Cool.
bro. He's brought how many players has he brought to this club? What are you talking about? How many players has Erik Ten Hag bought?
These brothers are listen. Man
These are
United
his
is full of
players.
misfits.
Let's start.
Yeah?
Look, no.
They're full
Listen,
of
Bali, you've been
misfits.
talking. Let me speak. No, wait. Let me speak. Onana is his player, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mazarawi is his player, right? Delete is his player, right?
Yes.
Ugarte is his player, right? Antony, 80-something million on the bench is his player, right? Not even on the bench, I think. Right?
Yes.
Let's keep going. Zex is his player, right?
Yes.
Who else has he bought so far? This is already 7 players. They are not misfits.
Haaland. He brought in
Haaland, 8. What are you talking about misfits? So he's unfit because then he's the one buying misfits.
The coaches are running out for real.
Hold on. So Kenny, check this, right? Because you say it as well. Check this. But let's say Tottenham game happens, right? We lose, and we sack Ten Hag, right?
Yeah.
We sack Ten Hag, right? I'm just asking you questions now. So we sack Ten Hag. A new manager comes in. I don't know who, right? Deserve.
Brian's manager.
Right? Well, no, whoever it is under the sun, right? I don't know. Wrap up heaven. He comes in as a manager. Are we getting better? Are we becoming amazing now? All of a sudden, fam.
No.
No.
Okay. Hold on.
But let me answer. That's a question, right?
Please
let me answer the question, then you can ask another one. You can follow up. Just don't bombard me with too many questions. It's late. So listen, let me answer that question, then you can have a follow-up. We don't automatically become great right there, but the next manager that comes might be better at making in-game decisions than Eriktenhag, which will improve our chances going further. You can go on with the follow-up question.
Okay, perfect. So you're saying the follow. So you're gonna gamble with that idea, right?
I have gambled with Eriktenhag for 3 seasons.
Our season's going to be a write-off in the next few games if we keep getting these results. You know. So
this is an abusive relationship. I can't keep going back. I need to cut ties
United, no?
eventually.
Why a write-off? Should it not be a write-off?
Because because
I
at the
don't
end of the
care.
day,
Whoever
we're
comes
not
in,
getting
he's
top
good enough as a
four.
manager. I am sure he
We're
would
not.
have more than 5 months of experience at managerial courses,
I'm
right?
saying
So
Ten
he
Hag.
should be
If you
able to
keep
coach
going
a
with Ten
player.
Hag,
He
listen,
should be able to
listen,
coach a player.
listen. If we keep going with
I'm
Ten
using
Hag, this is
your
what I'm
logic,
saying.
Rap of Heaven. I'm just using your
No, no,
logic.
no. That's
If
not.
a
If you keep
manager
going with
has
Ten
been
Hag,
more than
if you
5 months of
If
training as a manager,
no, if
he
you
should
keep
be
going with
good
Ten
enough to
Hag,
coach a team.
if you
Simple
keep going
as.
with Ten Hag,
give each
this is
other
what I'm
chances
gonna
to
say.
speak, guys.
If you keep going with Ten Hag, this is what I'm gonna say. This is my last thing. If you keep going with Ten Hag, the season's a write off. And secondly, but this is what I'm gonna say to you right now. I'm going to bed after this. After October the 7th, I'm no longer looking at Ten Hag. I'm looking at Ineos. My, they're next.
Okay.
After October the 7th, if
Okay.
nothing has improved,
That's
it's
Aston
I'm
Villa,
on
by
Ineos.
the way. For those who don't
What?
know, that's 10 games in
Yeah,
after
that's
October
it.
7th. That's
After October 7th,
all right.
I'm not going to shout the manager's done. It's
Okay.
Ineos' problem.
You
That's
know
it.
what?
Good night.
Rap.
That's
Before
it.
you go, Before you go, earlier on,
Yeah.
I told bots that I'm giving this manager up to, I'm giving this manager up to the Spurs game. If we are mopped during the Spurs game and we don't perform, so I'm gonna match you with
We're
that. I
still
also
September, September 29th.
boss. It's my opinion.
Okay.
Relax. So I'm gonna support you. I'll not. I'll go up to you on the 7th as well. I'll give it up to the 10 game. I'll maintain. I wanted to
That's
just
it.
give up the Spurs. I'll be with you, Rap, on this one. After the 7th, it's Eric out. If I don't see any changes, bro. That's it. I'm done.
That's it. It's Ineos.
So,
It's Ineos' problem. It's Ineos' fault after October the 7th. That's what I'm going to say from
Yes,
then on.
So,
absolutely.
Good night, but
yeah, but
I'm
what
gone.
difference does it make?
good
If
night.
we
Good night.
beat Spurs, and then we lose to Villa, ain't it the same thing?
It's the
Like what?
manner of which we're going. There's the way of, like, bro, the way we are playing. It's coming from the manager's in-game decisions. You check.
This is what kind of confuses me because right now, two people said, I'm giving till this time, till that time dates, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, let's say we pull up to Spurs. We beat them 5-0, right?
Yeah.
Somehow, magically,
What back?
I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Stupidness
Yeah.
happens, right?
Hat
Yeah.
And
trick
then
from Xerxes.
We go to Villa, and we beat them 4-0, right?
Oh, what
Now,
back?
right,
ET
we're back.
each in.
Now, after that, because all these man them right now, two people,
Hmm.
because I'm going to hold them on those words now, they said,
Absolutely.
we're going to be eriktenhag out. So does that mean you're going to be eriktenhag in, Kenny?
No.
If
That
those two
means
games
those
go
two
with that,
games. Because look, here's the thing. Here's the thing I said to you earlier on, if you remember very well. I
it's
said
a
the
it's a
problem
yes
with
or a
Eric
no
Ten Hag.
question,
Answer
please,
the
boss.
question, Kenny.
No, but
You
how
just
can you answer a
Kenny,
question that's not a yes or no question? It's not a yes or no
I just
question.
said it's a yes or
That's
a no
ridiculous.
question. Are
That's
you
putting a
Eric Ten
gun
Hag
to my
in?
head. No, I'm
I am
intelligent enough
7 oceans
not to
away
be
from you. How
quiz.
can I put a gun
Listen,
to your head on that too on YouTube?
because bro,
He's
it's
in
not a
India.
yes or no question, and you're putting it as a yes. It's not an. It's not multiple choice. It's a. I need to explain it. You
Okay.
understand?
Let's hear you. Okay.
Exactly. You can't say it's a no. It's a yes or no question. That's not. If we win 5-0 hypothetical, which we want, we've given all these hypothetical scores:
Ah,
4-0
Jesus. Okay,
to
I don't need a
to
fucking story.
5-0 to Spurs, 4-0 to Villa, which won't happen. Yes, if that happens,
I couldn't care less
I
if
will
it was
wait.
not in your
Look,
mind. It's a hypothetical question. Please answer.
so I will wait till I can see a consistency in the game. I'll give it another extra 2 games to see how we maintain. Earlier on, boss, I told you the problem with us under eriktenhag is that I can't remember the last time I saw we won 5 games in a row, 4 straight games in a row. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Remember, I said that we
Yes.
go 2 steps up and then 3 steps backwards, and that's going to happen now again, even if with your scores that you've just predicted there,
So, bots, that's the thing
hypothetically.
because
I'm sure he
yeah,
won
fine.
5 games in a
So
row in
that's
his
the
first
thing.
season.
Yeah, he did. He did.
That's like three
He
two
hoped
years ago,
so.
right?
But
I remember. That's
bots,
why I
the
said I
thing
can't remember
is that
when. So there, you answer your
no, he
question.
wants
People
to
were
talk.
getting COVID
You're
during
still
that
answering.
time, fam.
I thought you answered
Exactly.
it twice at this point. Bots, the thing is because when people say that oh, we're going to give it till this date and that date and then decide, right? For me, it is like you make a decision right now. If you're in or out, you give
No,
you
but
give
No,
you give a
Ronald,
decision. Hold on,
October
hold
7th
on,
is
please. Let me at least land. You don't speak in between anyone but me.
all right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The only thing I'm trying to tell you, bots, is if people you either decide in or out, right, and take a decision of game week 17 or 10, like Kenny said, 10. He wants to take a decision at 10, and he wants to reevaluate the paperwork in front of him with new information, and then go forward from there. Because if we win the next two games, but we lose the next 10 after that, it's still peak. And then people look stupid, not Kenny or Wrap Up Heaven, but people in general, that they made a decision on based on two games. So just make a decision collectively based on what you have seen as of right now. And if it doesn't make sense to you, just say you're out. At the end of the day, would the club benefit? Yes, maybe it would, right? We might get a new manager. We might just go on next season, win the league. That's how it works, no?
Mm.
I mean, I've been told that story 4 times already after Sir Alex. I think that's how it works. So sacking managers is nothing new to us. We've been doing that for time. This is the only first time. I think this is the only first time, if I'm not wrong, a manager has actually is looking, and he might not even survive the third year. So it's we're not even going to change the history that we've had.
No, I
We
think
always
Ollie
sack the
got
manager in
sacked
the
in his
second or
third
third.
season.
No,
Ollie
that's what
got
I'm
sacked in
saying.
his third. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We either sack the manager in the second or the third season. No manager after Sir Alex had actually seen fourth season. They don't even know what that looks like.
But also, managers' jobs has changed. No managers are staying longer in jobs more than 4 years and whatnot. The climate has changed in football.
That's the
It's only
only thing at
it's only the
Chelsea.
likes of Pep and these are like the top managers. You know,
Arteta,
Arteta,
Klopp.
Arteta.
Arteta
Yeah,
has
Arteta
stayed
also
in
is
his
coming good.
position.
Yeah, there was a
Kenny,
time when
I'm going to tell
Arteta,
you
Arsenal
one
fans
thing,
were
brother.
calling for his head. You
Yes,
know what I
but
mean?
there's one thing you need to know, Kenny. Arteta, as a player for Arsenal, has won 2 trophies and had 1 contract. As a manager, he has had 2 contracts and 1 trophy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
wild.
He still maintained 8 years or whatever amount of
but
years
Arsenal
at
is
the
a
club.
small club compared to Manchester United, bro. They don't
Ah,
even have European trophies.
this
Why would
logic
I be
just
lowering my
All
defeats
right, all right,
me.
all right, all right. Let's not go there.
Let's
Let's
not
not
do
go
that.
there.
Let's
Big up
not
Man,
do
to
that.
this logic is
big up
beyond me.
to big up to Ronald. Big up to Bally Tech. Bally Tech, you gave me your yes, you did. You did say the standout player and all that. So big up, guys. Like I think we have to analyze it after 10 games. It really makes sense. October 7th, we will be there. I think October 7th gives us an opportunity to just not only just look at the scores, but look at the performances in detail and say, yeah, maybe the score does not reflect the performance or the performance does not reflect the score, and be able to make a more educated judgment. Because there are some people, the what I feel is special about the conversation, the back and forth that we've been having, is probably the same thing in the Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth chat, group chat, WhatsApp chat. There are actually some of them, as they mentioned, like Dan Ashworth mentioned, like, yeah, Erik was here before us, you know. And I think it's actually a valid point of view that everybody has, of just like some people are like, I'm already Ten Hag out, but he needs to prove me to win me back in 10 games. Some people are like, no, I'm not even Ten Hag out yet or Ten Hag in. I'm going to evaluate after 10 games. And some people are on the other side of the spectrum too. And I just need to know where you are. If you're watching this game, if you're watching this stream after the fact, so please comment. Let us know like what your opinion is. And yeah, and if anything, I just hope that we got a little bit of therapy, a little bit of distraction from the um one all lackluster performance that we saw today. Spurs, Porto, Villa. You can't hide under a rock, Eriktenhag. You gotta show up. October 7th, the countdown is on. We will be there. So I just gotta see my landlord one more time. But the next time I see my landlord, I gotta tell him Erik Ten Hag in or Erik Ten Hag out. And so do you. Anyway, this is the Football Power Hour. Don't forget to subscribe to Overhead Kick TV, the brother Planet Faz. He's a big supporter of the channel, and I appreciate him for that. Um, who else was here earlier on? Uh, um, oh man, I'm blanking out. But anyway, we're a family. We grow together. We're, YouTube community that grows together. So we just gotta support each other. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Big up to Faz, who's he's in the gym right now. So, hopefully, these guys, you do not drop a weight listening to the opinions that were being said after you left, bro. So big up. Thank you so much for pulling up. And I know, guys, Faz, actually, one thing I respect about Faz is that, like, he was there before kickoff, like I believe about 3 hours before kickoff, streaming. He streamed right after kickoff, the players leaving as well, and then he even found the time to just hop up on the stream. And so really, really lots of gratitude, my bro. I know there's like, the channel is not as big as his, but even if 5 people go over there and give him a subscribe, he will appreciate it. And yeah, just like that. See you October 7th. We will be there. Football Power Hour!